Ready? Well, welcome to my kitchen. There's a bug.
So we bought a house, we being, you know, me and Rick, obviously. No, I'm not kidding though. Me and Dan bought a house, like a real house with a yard, a kitchen that we're renovating. I've been a little busy recently, as you might imagine. Now, obviously there is like a million things that I want to tell you about, but first I want to show you, because that's what you came here for. Okay, I know. I will say, small little thing, there's not a lot to see. Like, the house is currently being renovated, like I said, so there's a lot of nothing. The kitchen, ripped out. The bathroom, not there anymore. So just prepare yourselves for construction, okay? It's not pretty yet. So with that being said, let me show you around.
So this is my kitchen. As you can see, there's not a lot to see because we took it all out, but let me break it down, okay? There used to be a wall here, and then there was like, I guess you can kind of see on the floor, there was like an angled sort of island right here, and then there was cabinets along this way, and there was a pantry, but we're gonna put like straight cabinets and a straight island. This pipe is gonna move, so it's gonna be nice and open, you know? And then directly behind you, in front of me, turn around. This is where there was like some built-ins for a TV, but like for a small TV, because the house is kind of old. So we're gonna change that and also change the front of the fireplace and put like brick instead of the old like tile that was there. This is the house. I'd give you a tour, but most of the house kind of looks like this. Like, look at the floor. You know, there's not a lot to show you at the moment, but it will be fun to show you as it comes along. Over there, through that doorway, is my bedroom.
Where's my bedroom?
Over there. Dan's bedroom's over there. No, I'm kidding, that's the guest room. And then upstairs, there's a couple bedrooms that we're gonna use as offices and stuff. But it's kind of nice. It's my house. So here's some more angles of the kitchen. Look, can you get the chicken?
The chicken.
There's a chicken pull on the light. Obviously keeping that. Now, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but part of why I want to change the floors, I mean, you can see there's a lot of different going on, but they had previously laid laminate just across the top of everything, but like, they're all different heights. So come here, look at this. It might be kind of hard to see on camera, but part of why I want to replace the floor is because there's lots of like height difference across the house. So I mentioned that they had like laid laminate down across everything, but you can see there was this wood here and then the laminate just straight on top of this concrete. So there's like major tripping hazards everywhere. That's like a whole 1.5 inches or something tall. So we want to like move that and then put it all across one level so I don't trip and fall, because I have already done that like 7 times, which is not good. I don't even live here yet. Also, look at this. How beautiful is this? Obviously, she is staying. This is the upstairs. There's like kind of a big stair landing up here, which is super nice. And then through here is my office. Now, fair warning, the light doesn't always work. It kind of flickers. Oh,
Yep.
As I said. So if that happens, don't worry. We'll replace the light bulbs. But this is gonna be my office. I'm thinking back here on this wall, like my backdrop, you know, so you walk in and you'll see my shelves or whatever we pick. And then my desk will go here. Yeah, can you picture it? Can you picture it? I don't know. And there's like a nice window niche. Maybe my cat tree can go over here. We'll see. That one is Dan's room. Come with me. This light does not flicker, so big win.
Yay.
Nice big room. There's a bathroom in between them, which is kind of cool. See? You see? And my favorite part, come here. You will not believe how large this closet is. Look at this.
I don't think you can tell.
I don't think they can tell. The door is abnormally wide, okay?
Get in.
It's get in.
Well, okay,
The
yeah.
light is flickering back there behind you. Get in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
It's wider than a normal door, okay?
It's a wide door.
It's a wide door and it's nice.
Yeah.
Did you see this? Did you see my built-ins? Did you see my library? Yeah. Well, that's the house. Wait, my bathroom, come. Okay, watch your step, my friends. It's a bit, you know, messy. But in here was the bathroom. I don't know if the light works. They probably have the electricity off in here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's under construction.
Can they see?
Yeah.
Okay. Bathtub, all right? You see? There used to be like a corner tub. It was all tiled in and stuff right here. You can kind of tell. We're gonna put like a freestanding tub instead. It's gonna go like this. Over here, there's gonna be like cabinets and a vanity. The cabinets in here before were like kind of old and broken, but the kitchen cabinets we saved and we're gonna put in the garage, like hang up on the walls, which is really nice. The shower, I know it's hard to tell right now, because there's like nothing here. But keep in mind, there used to be like a thick tile wall up to right here. And then there was a real wall, like a wall here. And so to get into the shower, you had to walk your little way through this cave and then take 2 steps down. So we want to like level it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that is the plan. There's going to be glass. It'll be nice. I know it's hard to picture because there is nothing, but take my word for it and I'll show you when it's done. Also, funny thing to note, you see up there, that was like an old niche for one of them little tiny cube TVs. They built this whole wall just to do that. Like this is a fake diagonal wall just to have that fancy thing up there. So the contractor was like, this would have taken a ton of work, all just for that. But we're gonna take it out. So it's gonna be straight like a corner.
Yep.
It'll be nice.
Here's a look at what the tile on the fireplace used to look like. This was also the kitchen countertop. So they had that like surrounding the fireplace and also over there in the kitchen on the counter, but obviously there is no kitchen counter. And then we're gonna replace the fireplace with brick. I think we're gonna keep this, like it came off all in one piece, but we're gonna replace the like inside, if that makes sense. I am so excited to have a fireplace. You don't understand, this is so cool. Okay, well now it's getting dark outside and there's not electricity in most of the house, so I think we'll go home and cut back to future Simsy to explain further. So that's the house. I hope that you like it. I know that there's not really much to like yet. Like, it might be kind of hard to visualize the space when there's nothing there, especially like the kitchen, how it's just empty and there's wood everywhere and stuff. I do want to say before I get started like talking about the house more, how grateful I am. I know like every YouTuber and every house tour video ever always says these things, so I don't want it to sound like insincere or repetitive, but I'm serious. I am very well aware that I am very lucky and I am only in this position because of you, so thank you. Seriously, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I am so lucky and I'm just so grateful. This is like the coolest thing that has ever happened to me in my whole life. Like I'm seriously so lucky. I won't keep going on and on about it, but again, thank you. And I guess something kind of cool about this also is that we can make house content. Like, I'm a simmer, my whole channel is about houses, just, you know, virtual ones. But now we kind of can do this real life thing, which is, oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, so what are we doing renovation wise with the house? Obviously you can see kind of a lot. The 2 main things are the kitchen and that primary bathroom. We're also obviously like well underway with that. Like the kitchen no longer exists. I don't think I'll ever build the full house in The Sims for a video just because I'm kind of scared of like leaking the exterior. But I do want to use The Sims just to show you the layout so it makes a little bit more sense. So this is like the downstairs entryway, living room, kitchen, dining area. Basically we got a front door right here. The stairs are over here in this corner. This is where my bedroom will be. This is like the dining room, dining table. There's a fireplace right here. The TV will go here. There's a sliding glass door to the backyard right here. And then this is the kitchen. Now it's kind of hard to make this work with the scale of The Sims. I think that I have to do it like this. This really is not like the right size, but I think you kind of get the picture. The original kitchen looked like this. There was a pantry right here, and this is what's throwing off the scale because really it should be a lot smaller than that. Like it probably should be like just 1 tile, but it had the diagonal wall, so I'm trying to make sure you get the idea. There was a pantry right here. The oven was here and the microwave was above it, and then the fridge was kind of like right there. And then there was this island that was like sort of angled. I guess it was kind of a similar size to that, and then centered right there was the sink. And then over here, the original owners had like a small breakfast table, and we'll probably do the same thing. Kind of like that, but if you recall from what it looks like now, you know, like this, it is currently a little bit different. So what we did, we moved the appliances to the garage. They will eventually be put back. And then we took all of those cabinets out that were originally there. They are also in the garage. I think we're gonna try and hang them up in the garage to have like some extra storage in there. And then we took down this wall right here because it's kind of in a weird spot. Like it's nice to have it be open up to the whole room. There also is currently like a pipe right there. You might remember that's gonna move into the wall too. So, you know, picture that goes in the wall. But for now, to help get your bearings, it's there. And we also took out this pantry because it was really big and it was taking up a lot of space in like a relatively small area, and we wanted to have more cabinets. So the pantry is gone now. I guess I should probably add in that hallway so you know what we're talking about. But there's currently like a little closet right here in that hallway, and we want to use that as like the pantry space instead because it's right there. It makes sense. I guess the scale's a little bit off here too because the walls are big. The Sims is so weird on the grid, but you get it. And eventually, this isn't right. Hang on. Okay, eventually, the kitchen will be more like this. Okay, not rounded. Stop. Oh, the scale's like way off. You get it though. The kitchen's gonna be more, I guess, like that. There'll be like a straight island, the wall's gone, it looks straight out into the living room. That is the plan. So that's why it's gone. Also the floors. So I showed you in the video that there was like this much of a height difference between a lot of the floors in the different rooms. And I think it's because they used to have carpet in those bedrooms and then ripped that out and put the laminate down on the foundation. But in the other areas where they had the wood floor underneath, they just put it straight on top. So it like really stacked up high and then it caused like such a difference in height. It's not the end of the world, but I kept tripping on it. And because the wood floor underneath was like all scratched up and too thin to be able to resand and refinish, we're just gonna take it out and put new wood floors everywhere, which is very fun. I've never had real wood floors before. And also my bathroom, we're redoing a lot of things in there. We're gonna get a new tub and a new shower and stuff. It's actually kind of a lot. I'm downplaying it. We're doing a lot in the bathroom, but it's gonna be really nice. I know it's kind of hard to like show you what those plans are because it's hard to picture when there is nothing in the room. So I have recreated it in The Sims. This was the original bathroom layout. So there's like a little water closet where the toilet goes. This is actually underneath the stairs and like partially in the room. So I picture it more like on a half tile, but you can't do that. So the scale's weird, but you get it. Toilet, that's staying, that's fine. Then there were cabinets kind of like this, which you can't really do in The Sims, but you get the idea. And there was a sink here and a sink here. Because this wall is built like this, like they did the whole thing just to have that TV nook, we're gonna get rid of it and make it into like a regular straight corner because then you get more cabinet space and everything. Over here, they essentially had a tub like this, but it was like tiled in. So much tile, lots of tile. But like picture it being a little bit more like there. Like there's a very small walkway into the shower. And then there's 2 steps into the shower. So there's a wall here, you walk here, and then you walk into this shower like 2 steps down. This is accurate. And then it's a huge shower. So the idea is to instead make the whole room the same height. We want all the floors to be the same height. And then we're gonna get rid of that wall. We got rid of the tub, glass instead. This looks weird right now because it's a window, but you get it. Glass. New bathtub right there. I still kind of want it to be on the corner, but I don't know how that's gonna look yet. We're thinking. But new bathtub, freestanding, different. That's the bathroom. I feel like this is very confusing, but I'm trying my best to explain without being able to show you like a finished product. Obviously, I will keep you posted with like updates as things progress and as they're like, you know, is actually tile and plumbing, you know. I also have a ton of video ideas where I want to like design my kitchen in The Sims and like, you know, put what's in my brain into the game so I can like show you what I'm thinking. I'm just so excited. It's so cool. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. I seriously, I am indebted to you all forever. Also, I'm sorry that I didn't post like a pre-renovation full house tour or like even a during renovation full house tour. I didn't show off like all of the rooms. I think I feel a little bit weird about showing like everything in the house purely for the sake of privacy. I'm gonna be honest for a second. Viewers have come to this house where I live right now a few times. Also, when I lived alone, really freaked me out. I felt very unsafe. I feel better now with Dan here and like not being by myself all of the time, but basically I just feel very wary of like sharing too much about the new house. So I hope that you understand. And we actually did record a full house tour, but not one to like post publicly, but like we made a video to send to Dan's parents because obviously they can't see the house yet because they're in the UK. So we'll probably use some footage from that and like before and afters when we show you like the kitchen when there is one. I'm just so excited to finally show you all, and obviously I'm so excited about the house. Truly a dream come true. So thank you all again. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any like specific house type content you want to see. Like I would be totally down to like make a video decorating my bedroom. Like I'm so into that. Have to wait a sec because I'm not moving in just yet. I don't currently have a toilet, you see. But once we do move in, would you be interested in seeing that? Or are you like good with just Sims content? Because I'm down to make the video, but let me know. I will stop rambling now. And with all that being said, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye everybody. The house really does look a mess right now. Like of all the days that I could have gone in there to film, of course I picked the day they started ripping up the floors. Like why did I pick that day? Couldn't I have gone the day before? No. Instead, you got to see all of this.